Mahalaga sa pag-unlad ng bayan ang mamamayan na bukas ang isipan. Mahalaga ang programa tulad ng APRUB na kung saan pumupukaw sa damdamin ng mamamayan at tinitiyak na ang pamahalaan ay naging mapagbantay para sa ating mga kagalingan.
Salamat sa pag-imbita sa amin dito sa APRUB. Kasi rare din na merong shows na talagang interested sa sign language. Tapos nagpapasalamat kami. Tapos nga sabi ko kay Ms. Elaine, na-impress talaga ako na ang dami niyang alam tungkol sa sign language. So maraming salamat pong muli sa advocacy din ng inyong programa.
Actually, we hail your program. Why? Because you give opportunities for small groups like ours, what we call the minority group, so that we can have media mileage, so to speak, with regards to our advocacy, because we've been advocating for this for, let's say, more than a decade now. Though our predecessors actually have been working so hard to, to have bills to be approved in the Congress and Senate, so that the TV networks will have, sign language interpreting even in their news programs, so that the deaf people would have, access to the news and what's going on around us and everything, so that, they will not lag behind in terms of information and things like that. So we've been advocating for this, and what you are doing right now is giving us actually extra mileage. So you're really assisting us in this aspect of advocacy. That's why what I can say with your program is indeed approved.
Approve. Okay, we are back. Dito sa inyong palatuntunang Approve, kasama pa rin natin si Mr. Jimbo Salet, si Coach Jimbo, conditioning coach ng Philippine Olympic Committee, at si Ms. Joni Go, board member and Secretary General ng Canoe Kayak Federation of the Philippines. Muli, magandang hapon po sa inyong dalawa.
Good afternoon.
Malapit na tayong sumabak na naman sa Olympics. This time, you mentioned it's gonna be in Brazil.
Yes.
Okay. Ang Brazil ay kilala din sa pagiging super competitive, di ba? Nagkakaaway-away pa nga dahil sa sports, as in super riot. How do you think, si Coach muna, how do you think our athletes are? Kung ikukumpara mo sa athletes ng ibang bansa, siguro wag na doon sa first world countries, no? Yung sa mga kasing level lang natin, how prepared are they?
Well, we're still a long way off, pero the preparation already started.
Right.
Ngayon, meron kasi si Kong Piping Kuwangko ng POC na para siyang ini-initiate na isang bagong programa. It's a sports science program that's designed to produce to train these Olympic athletes natin. It's gonna start this year na ang goal is the SEA Games at saka 2 other international competitions. And then eventually, it will improve next year and then the next year all the way leading up to the Olympics. And it's a new concept na it's very exciting. And sana this is going to be the start of something new. Kasi syempre, alam naman natin yung nangyayari before. So now it's parang start something different, start something new.
Right. Of course, si Kong Piping Kuwangko, alam naman natin hindi stranger sa sports yan because ang kanyang anak ay napaka-avid equestrian.
Yes.
Okay? So alam niya yung, di ba doon, ang training din, ang skill din na i-develop mo, ibang klase rin. Okay. Now, ma'am, doon sa aspeto naman ng kasi, di ba, pagka first world country ang pinag-uusapan natin, lahat na ng facilities nandyan, di ba? Kada kanto may gym, kada kanto may ano. Yes. Lalo na kung meron silang dinidevelop na isang team nila for a particular sport, the community comes together and builds, the facilities para makapag-train. Dito sa atin, it's not like that. So we have to make do with what we have. Sa Canoe Kayak, anong klaseng training ang naipoprovide natin at saan natin sila dinadala?
For Canoe Kayak, it's more easier, no? For me, kasi we've been trying to provide them all the things that they need. And we started this, like applying the sports science here, it's 2 years, more than 2 years ago. Okay. So, kaya nga, ako as part of the POC board is now in connection with Coach Jim Saret to do this thing, to introduce this sports science to all NSAs, all athletes, all national athletes. Not only this sports science, kasi we're going to have nutrition, we have sports psychologists, we have vision
we have sports psychologists
yes,
already?
So this will all be in ultra under the, syempre, our president, Kong Piping Kuwangko, for this very, very nice project. Kaya para sa amin, as Canoe Kayak head, we will of course, support this program.
Okay. Meron pa ba kayong standing program ngayon, for example? Kasi marami sa ating mga kababayan, surprisingly, mga athletes na nag-excel did not come from well-to-do families. Talagang marami sa kanila nang galing doon sa ibaba. Now, it's good that you have these programs, no, na nagkakaroon sila ng paraan para makapag-train because on their own, they cannot afford a coach, no?
Yes.
Hindi sila makakakuha ng karunungan. So, through POC, po pwede dyan. Matanong ko lang ng konti, stringent ba ang inyong rules para makapasok sa POC to train? Hindi naman.
I think depende yan sa NSA.
Right.
Like,
So
the
dun
selection process starts with them muna.
Okay.
Tapos yung napili nila, saka lang kami papasok para tulungan sila. So it all starts with them talaga.
Okay. Now, Philippine sports science, marami tayong klase ng sports, so iba-iba rin ang approaches natin dyan. So how do we go about it?
Okay, so yung vision ni Compiping is basically, magdadagdag tayo ng mga elemento na hindi masyado ina-apply ng mga national teams natin. For
Right.
example, magkakaroon tayo ng selection committee. Pipili natin yung pinakamagaling sa mga magagaling na nating atleta.
Right. The cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop. Tapos magkakaroon tayo ng sports psychologist nga, sports nutritionist, meron tayong strength training, meron tayong mga medical doctors, meron tayong recovery training program.
May rehabilitation na rin tayo.
Kasama na yung
Sa mga
rehabilitation sa
injured.
kanya. Yeah, so for the first time, gusto talaga ni-apply ni Kong yung full program talaga. Kasi before,
Holistic ang approach.
holistic talaga siya. Before kasi nasa NSA yun kung anong gagawin nila.
Right.
Ngayon parang gusto ni Kong, okay, kailangan pare-pareha sa tayo lahat. Everybody gets the same treatment, no matter kung nung sport ka. So it's something new. And ang importante, isa sa mga malaking bagay sa Pilipinas sa kulang talaga nutrition.
Right.
So
Totoo yan.
laking factor nutrition, especially sa mga atleta natin. So, ang gagawin ni Kong is gusto niya talagang ipoprovide yung food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, merienda. Talagang merong cafeteria na dedicated talaga to feed them with kung talagang kailangan nila per sport.
Right.
So, hindi sila
Kung
pare-parehas sa kinakain.
Right. That's true, no? Kasi kinakailangan customize yan, ano?
Yes.
Merong ang kailangan maraming liquid.
Iba-iba. Iba kailangan ng carbs, kailangan ng protein,
Right,
kailangan ito. Minsan kasi dali natin mga storya na mga atleta natin kumakain ng tuyo lang.
Totoo yan.
Kahit mag-training ka na mag-training 10 hours a day, kung yan lang pinapasok mo sa katawan mo, parang gas yan eh.
Correct.
Imbis na high performance gas, kinukuha mo rin yung pinaka-mura, hindi ka rin makaka-perform ng 100%.
Right. Halimbawa, kinakailangan niya mag-build ng muscle, tapos yung kinakain niya, wala naman pang feed para mag-build
Exactly.
yung muscle. Okay. Now, I'm curious kay Miss Joni, no, Kayak. Although marami na tayong mga kababaihan, mga kabaro natin that are involved in sports, even more so now, no, yung advent of the gym and everything else, hindi lang aerobics ngayon, pati sports. How is it for you to be involved in canoe kayak? Kasi hindi siya conventional. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi mong sports, volleyball, tennis, yun yung mga standard na. This one is different. Kasi hindi ka pwedeng mag-canoe kayak sa bahay. So talagang sasadyain mo yung lugar to train. How is it like for you?
This is very challenging. The sport is really challenging. Yun nga hindi ito yung sport na nakikita lang natin na may court ka, you can do it, no? Talagang iba yung equipment, may specific equipment for this, hindi yung bola lang, pwede na tayo maglaro. And challenging. I suggest everyone who's watching right now to try this sport. First, it's the basic, no? You go into a resort and try to do kayaking.
Right.
Nga lang, pag medyo iba kasi yung technique, iba yung form, sumasakit kasi yung mga muscles nila. That's why, for those who are interested to learn how to do kayaking, mamaya, makikita niyo po yung numbers namin wherein you can get in touch with us. Just feel free to call us. And
May invitation na si Ma'am Joni. Flash natin sa inyong mga screen, mga kaibigan, ang kanilang contact details, and you can always call them. As you can see, they're very friendly, and I suppose yung mga sasagot sa telepono at sa mga emails at text, as friendly as you are.
yes, for sure.
Ganda pa ng ngiti nila. Si Coach naman, assessing our athletes from the scientific point of view. Meron bang pagiging dehado ang ating mga athletes sa build? Alam mo yun, kasi syempre kailangan yun, alam natin, ang Olympics nanggaling yan sa Europa, tapos ito ginagawa natin. Tayo ba ay may build rin? Kung wala man may kakulangan, kaya bang i-augment sa pamamagitan ng training as we approach 2014?
I think, to be scientific about it talaga, kailangan pumili tayo ng sport na kung saan patas tayo.
Right.
Kasi mga first world countries, kunyari, ang dami talaga nilang matatangkad na atleta. Diba? So kahit sabihin mo mag-training ka, ibigay mo lahat, iba pa rin talaga yung height eh. Hindi naman natitrain yung height, talaga nandiyan yan. So maganda siguro sa atin is yung maghanap tayo ng yung playing field na equal.
Right. For example?
For example, measurable sports, yung non-contact sports din.
Okay.
Kasi pag contact sports yan, kung mas malaki sila, mas tangkad sila, din medyo nahihirapan tayo dyan. So, a lot of
African Americans talagang big one.
sila rin, gifted din sila, diba?
Right,
so, merong mga sports talaga na pwede tayo mag-excel. And I think doon talaga tayo dapat mag-focus para, gaya na sabi ko, equal playing field. Pag equal playing field, kaya natin. Parang si Manny Pacquiao, ang ating isang pinaka superhero dito sa Pilipinas, diba? Kasi equal eh, same weight category. So, pag ganun,
measurable siya talaga.
Measurable siya.
Okay. Now, kasi kayo yung on ground zero, no? Of course, ang advocacy natin dito, why we push for sport, is malaki ang nagagawa nito health-wise, nakakaiwas din sa mga masasamang bisyo, nade-develop yung sportsmanship, tapos nandun pa rin yung diplomatic ties natin sa ibang mga bansa, at the same time, na ilalagay din sa mapa ang ating pinakamamahal na bansang Pilipinas, no? Kung hindi man sa ibang larangan, sa sports man lang, magaling tayo. Ma'am Joni, what would you say if you were given the chance to talk to our youth? Kasi marami youth, no? Involved sa sports. What would you tell them about sports?
Naniniwala ako marami tayong mga kabataan na hindi lang nabibigyan ng pagkakataon. So, we encourage them. Kasi sa amin, on Kanukayak, we adopt children. We adopt kahit na nag-aaral, we send them to school, even from provinces.
Wow.
Pag napunta sila sa amin, we enroll them to school, we feed them.
Right.
So, huwag kayong matakot mag-try. So, alam namin na meron kayong kakayahan. Kung alam ninyong meron kayong maitutulong para sa bansa natin, why not? Join us.
Yan.
Join Philippine team.
Yan. Expect calls later on today. Okay. Si Sir Jimbo naman, coming from the scientific angle, no, doon sa mga may takot naman to explore their potentials, what can you tell them?
Well, isa lang talaga yan eh. Dapat talaga i-explore mo lahat na possibility. Kasi hindi mo lang kung saan sport ka babagay. Minsan kasi pinipilit natin mag-basketball tayo. Kasi yan ang number one, yan ang favorite sport ng Pilipinas,
Yun ang
diba?
sikat eh.
Yes, pero minsan ang height mo, hindi ka talaga pang basketball.
Right.
Baka mag-excel ka sa canoe, sa kayaking, baka sa volleyball ka mag-excel. Sa tennis, hindi natin alam. So maganda talaga, habang bata ka pa, subukan mo lahat yan. And then maybe one day biglang makikita na, ay, mas nag-excel pala ako dito, kahit hindi mo sinasadya. And that's really the way to go, yes.
And of course, we are thankful that the Philippine Olympic Committee is here to assist these young ones, no? At saka para ilagay ang ating bansang Pilipinas sa mapa. Ang ating po nakasama mga kaibigan, si Coach Jimbo Saret, conditioning coach ng Philippine Olympic Committee, and Miss Joni Go, board member and Secretary General ng Kayak Federation. Thank you very much for the both of you. At sana hindi ito huli nating pagkikita. Makikita tayo sa 2014 with our athletes and our goals.
Yes.
I hope.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you.
Mga kaibigan, tuloy pa rin natin talakihan sa pagbabalik ng APRUB.
Mga palabas yan na pwede sa lahat. Rated PG. Kailangan nakaabang ka para sagutin ang mga tanong nila.